Hello, we're back. It is Friday, May 6th. Sorry for the delay. There's always something. Here is Bo and Pete. I've been promising I'm going to do this. Oh, I got a cookie. So we're going to go for a spin. I'm here by myself, so it'll be kind of challenging to see all the harnessing and stuff, but you'll get the idea. He's doing well. He's been here 6 months. Here's a drawing. Here's the sun. This is the sun. Sun. Here's the orbit around the sun. This is December 22nd, September 22nd, June 22nd, March 22nd. So Bo's been here about 6 months, almost, next week. He has a dressage show, ridden dressage show. Next Saturday I'm riding him in 2 classes. I'd really love to take him to Iowa at the end of June. Will he be ready? I don't know. I hope so. And if not, he might go anyway. So we're going to harness, and you can kind of see what that's about. And there's Pete, the Cessna. Petey! So I harness Bo up with everybody. Here's a cookie. I love cookies. So I harness Bo up with Dixie and Pete, and they all have these different combinations. Duke and Pete just run like mad things because these geldings, and actually Bo and Pete, they like to run. So it's kind of a bad habit, but what's a guy to do? So I'll try to keep this brief, but you know me, I tend to babble. I'll try to make it maybe 2 parts again. I'll do the harnessing in 1 part and then out on the road, or we'll see what happens. It's about 3 in the afternoon, Val's at work. I leave for school about 6 in the morning and get here 3-ish. She has to be there at 8 and gets home 4:35-ish. She has a lesson here in the arena at 5, I think, so my goal is to miss her. So I'll leave before she starts and be back right when she ends. So I'll be out for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours. You probably don't want to watch an hour and a half. Bo's looking good. He's got brand new shoes. He has a dentist appointment tomorrow. His teeth need done. Taking him into the vet, have him floated. They put him into stocks and sedate him, and it's a lot easier to work on him. So I'm not sure if he's ever had that done. I'm sure he probably has with you. His mane's getting long. We haven't done anything to him. His mane's turning the same color as Pete's. It's cool. Petey! And guess which one's Bo? The one with the short tail. That's one thing. Did you guys dock his tail, or did he come like that? I love the long tails. Our 2 other drafts, Duke and Dixie, their tails are short. They're dirty. Pete ran last night with Duke probably 5 miles. They're very, very fit. Pete's amazing. Aww. Hello. Shut up and harness me, will ya? Give me a cookie first. Okay, so starting the harness business. Hello. Got a cookie. Okay, back in a sec. Harness. I'm sure you've seen this before. Pete actually ended up with the new harness that you sent with him. Everything just fits all these critters a little different. Bo, he wears no blinders. I'll show you his halter in a second. I went through a few gyrations and figured out that he does not like blinders, and some horses don't. So I'm running him without blinders now. I've gone back and forth. I have competed with and without blinders. So now, so far, he's not blinders. The way that you tell if they're adjusted properly is right here. That plane, this line right here, should be right there. So this line should be the same. I have purchased him a marathon harness. So my goal is to take 4 horses to Iowa. I might need a navigator if you want to go. 500 miles for you, 500 miles for us. End of June, Skunk River, ADS. So if all goes well, I'd like to take 4 horses to Iowa in 2 teams. So I'm not sure who Bo would go with. Maybe Pete, maybe Dixie. I don't know yet. I'm still working on that. And in September, I'd like to do a 4 at a show in Colorado. I have my work cut out for me. Bo did not take to this instantly. I have spent a million hours with him and lots of groundwork. I'm not sure why. He's very smart. Every place I've taken him, people said how smart he is. I think maybe because he just didn't do it from as a youngster, that starting him later in life to the actual driving and the ground stuff pulling behind him was something that we've really worked on. And he's still not 100%. He's still there, and none of them are. One day they'll be fine, and the next day they'll bolt. So he's had a couple of days where he's taken off, and not the carriage, but things he's never seen, like a garbage can that wasn't there before, that he's, bolted a few steps. But all of them will do that, and something I've really been working with him is exposing him to lots of those things that he may not have seen in a prior life. Lots of just weird things. So I'm exposing him to that now. So I'll put the blinders on, harness up, and see you in a sec. Okay, something I wanted to show you. Here's the lines. They're split reins. They call them lines if they're driving. So it comes back and it splits at the buckle, and then it goes down, and then one of them is a teeny bit longer, and you can adjust that. So you can see the one on the right is 6 or 8 inches longer, and that's called the stub line. So the stub line goes to the offset horse. You have 2 lines, and I'll show you that the right line, the shorter one, goes like to the right hand horse, and then the long one goes to the right side of the left hand horse. So if you pull back on this side, the left, then it pulls on the right side of both of their faces. So the left line will hook to the left side of that horse and the left side of that horse. The right rein will go to the right side of that horse and the right side of this horse. When you do a 4 in hand, which I've done quite a bit with Knight, but Knight's gone, so he's taking his place, is you have 2 sets of these. So you have a set that goes to the leaders and a set that goes to the wheelers. My plan is to have Bo as a wheeler to start with. So already 8 minutes. Babble. Okay, see you in a sec. I have to get Jet. Last time at Christmas, the BoTube, didn't have anything in Jet long range. This is what Val will take to her dressage show. He's a mounted patrol horse. He's been to California, I did mention. It's spring here, but it's not. It's kind of getting green. But we're way behind. We've had a ton of snow and we've had ice on the tanks this week. So we have like a couple of seasons. It's called Frontier Days and Winter. We have a cabin west of Cheyenne, 350 inches. Okay, this will be the end of part 1. We're ready to go. I'll get the carriage over here, and then hopefully get some good stuff outside. It's very windy. Not the most ideal day today. So if you get confused, long tail, short tail. Have you ever seen that Jeff Bridges movie, Crazy Heart? It's a new one. He's a washed up country and western singer, but there's a good song in there that I always think about. Funny that falling feels like flying for a little while. That's what I think about. Okay, Cessna checklist. Here we go.